Hello, my name is ShadowX, and just wanted to say before we start, I know it's been a while since I've actually uploaded anything. Just wanted to say sorry about that, guys. Also, I really appreciate all of you, and thanks for your support. It's just been a busy time in my life, so that's over now. So roll the intro. This is What If Naruto Had Access to His Clan's Kekki Genkai Part 3. When Naruto used the wolf pack summon to summon 22 black wolves, Naruto said, "Alright, these are going to be our spies for when we can't get near the target." Then Naruto says, "Alright you guys, come meet your new friends." Then all the wolves walked over to the ninjas, and then sat next to them. But 3 wolves looked at Sai and Shin, then Sai said, "These wolves are cute, can I draw them?" Then Shin said, "I agree, the wolves are cute." But then Naruto says, "They might look cute, but they're very deadly." Then after the ninjas got to know the wolves, Naruto said, "Well pack, it's time for you to head home." And the pack unsummoned themselves. Then Naruto said, Alright you 5, meet at the village south gate tomorrow morning at 6 AM. We have a mission." The next day, Naruto gets to the gate around about 5:40 AM and waits for his team to arrive. 10 minutes later the whole team arrive. Then Naruto says, "I'm glad you're early, but lesson 1 about being an assassin is to know your timings." But for today I'll let it slide, considering it's very early in the morning. 5 hours after they leave, Sasuke asked Naruto how did he know about the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and then Naruto said, "Well, there is a book in my personal library that has all the information about the Sharingan, and once we get back from the mission I'll let you read it." 3 hours later, Naruto said, the people we have a contract on are near, they're 8 kilometers away." The Naruto said, "I have taught you all of the basic assassination and reconnaissance skills you're going to need, so I'm letting you guys take control on this hit, because if I went with you, you guys would not learn anything." Okay, the team formation will be Formation 8. Then everyone scattered. Hinata is leading the charge because of her eyes, and Sasuke and Shin are the muscle, and Karin is the brains. Then Naruto used Ninja Art Shadow Stealth Jutsu. Now Naruto cannot be detected, even by Hinata or Sasuke. When Naruto got near the cave, Naruto saw 2 guards' heads on the floor, and Naruto thinks to himself, "Oh, clean cuts." Heading to Sasuke's perspective, they've killed 70% of the gang and guards. Then Karin activates her chains and forces it through one of the gang members behind Sasuke, and they both nodded their heads. Over at Hinata, Shin and Sai's perspective, Hinata has just found the boss and his 10 guards. Then Hinata used lightning release, lightning feather, and then the boss was dead. This jutsu shoots a feather made of lightning at the target, and once it hits the target, it fries the central nervous system, killing them instantly. Then Sai and Shin kill all the guards surrounding the boss. 5 minutes has passed since Hinata killed the boss, and then after sealing all the Ryo in the scroll, they walk outside and out of the cave. Then Naruto says, "Everyone, well done, but you're all covered in blood." Then Naruto starts laughing and said, "Well, you got the job done." Then Naruto summoned the Hawk King. This is Naruto's personal summon, and it's big enough to carry 6 people. Then Naruto said, "This is the Hawk King, so everyone jump on." When they're heading back to the Leaf, Naruto said, "How was everyone's first kills?" And they all said it was easy because you taught us the skills we needed. Then Naruto said, "Alright, we're going to train for 2 weeks using the summons and mastering them." Once they arrive back at the Leaf, Naruto said, "Everyone go home. I'll tell the Hokage what happened and that the mission was a success." Then Naruto said, "Wait, Sasuke, come with me, actually." Then Sasuke walked alongside Naruto, and Naruto said, "Once we report to the Hokage, I'll have you come to my personal library." Later that day, at the Hokage's office, Naruto said, "Lord Third, the mission was successful." Then Sasuke gave the scroll to the Hokage. Naruto said, "Lord Third." No, Sasuke gave the scroll to the Hokage with all the Ryo. Then Sasuke said, "What should we do with all the money?" Then Hiruzen said, "We'll split it up between your team. Here's everyone's pay for completing the C rank mission. You'll find 6 envelopes with everyone's name on them. So give them up. Give the envelopes with the person's name on it to them. and tell them it's their pay. Once they leave the Hokage's tower, Naruto said, "Okay, time to go to the library. So let's go." Later on, they arrive at the library. Then Naruto opens a locked room. Then Naruto says, "Sasuke, follow me." Then Naruto takes Sasuke down a dark corridor. Then Sasuke says, "It's really dark down here." Then Naruto says, "Stop." Naruto rush through 6 hand signs, then use the 4 trigrams, sealing release. Then 2 small doors swing open. Then Naruto grabs a really old scroll. Then Naruto said, "Sasuke, this is the true history of the Sharingan. I'm giving you permission to read this." Once they're in the light again, Sasuke sat down on a chair and said, "Can I stay here until I've finished it, Sensei?" Then Naruto said, "Of course." Then Naruto walked outside and he summoned a small crow and attached a scroll to it. Then Naruto said, "Bring this to Itachi." Then Naruto summoned a small hawk and attached a scroll to it and said, "Bring this to Shisui." And then the birds both nodded and flew away. Then Naruto used body flicker to arrive at Kakashi's door. Then Naruto was knocking on the door, saying, "Kakashi, I need a word." Once Kakashi opened the door, Naruto said, "I need you to come to my house. I need you to show you something." Then they both used body flicker. All 4 arrive at the house at the same point. Then Naruto said, "Alright, what I'm going to show you is the true history about the Sharingan. The other person's already reading it, Itachi. It's Sasuke." Then Naruto invited everyone in, and Naruto said, "Alright, this scroll is very old and it's been in my family for a long time. It explains the true powers of the Sharingan and how it develops." After they all hear what Naruto said, Itachi said, "I already know my powers, but I would like to read it." Then Naruto said, "Okay, follow me." They all followed them to Naruto's personal study. Once they all arrive, they see Sasuke and Karin. Then Naruto said, "Karin, what are you doing down here? This is my library." Then she said, "Well, I could sense that Sasuke's chakra was here, and I knew you weren't home, so I thought I could read some Uzumaki tomes." Then Naruto said, "Oh, okay. Here's your payment for the assassination mission this morning." 5 hours passed, now it's 3 a.m. Naruto said, "Everyone, I hope you have a better understanding of the Sharingan and its former curse of hatred." Then Naruto said, "Alright, everyone, it's late, go home." Then Naruto grabs the scroll that everyone was reading, then he seals it back, but this time he does the 12 trigram seal on it, so that no one except himself could get the book. Naruto walks outside and gets some fresh air. Then Naruto sees a hawk from the Hokage's office with a scroll, so Naruto lets the hawk land on his arm, and Naruto grabs the scroll. Opening it says, "Naruto Uzumaki, I need you to complete a double S rank mission. Come to my office at once." Then Naruto closes the scroll and rushes to Hokage's office. When Naruto arrives, the Hokage says, "Naruto, someone has stolen the first and second Hokage's bodies, so I need you to track them down." Then Naruto said, "I will. I'll head out immediately." Then Naruto opens the window and jumps out. Then Naruto uses summoning jutsu to summon a falcon. Then Naruto says, "Get the scent of the former Hokages." Then Naruto started following them. It takes a while for them to stop. But then Naruto finds Misaki taking the bodies into an underground lair. Then Naruto thinks to himself, this could be dangerous. So Naruto summons a small condor and gives it a scroll saying, "Give this to the Hokage." The scroll contains a letter saying, "If I'm not back in 2 days, send back up to this location." Then the condor left. Naruto jumped down the hole to find Orochimaru about to cut the first Hokage up. Then Naruto said, "That's a bad choice, Orochimaru." Then Naruto grabs his tanto and cuts Mizuki's head off before Orochimaru is able to react. Then Naruto rushes at Orochimaru and tries to kill him, and Orochimaru tries to bite Naruto, but Naruto vanishes. Then said, "Bad luck, Orochimaru." Then Orochimaru felt a cold blade against his jugular. Then Naruto said, "It's time to die." Then Naruto activates his chains to immobilize Orochimaru, and then places seals on him that stops him from using any jutsu and seals his chakra. Then Naruto said, "What are you going to do with the first and second Hokage's bodies?" Then Orochimaru said, "You don't need to know that information." Then Naruto said, "Alright, looks like you're going to die." Then Naruto cracks his knuckles. Then Orochimaru said, I will die within 3 years if I don't have a new body." Then Naruto thought to himself, why doesn't he just clone himself? Then Naruto puts another seal, a paralysis seal, on Orochimaru, and Naruto grabs his blade, killing everyone in the hideout. Once Naruto arrives at Kabuto, Naruto quickly slices off Kabuto's head, but Naruto knows Kabuto's regenerative capabilities, so Naruto chops Kabuto's body up completely, then burns it all. Then Naruto says to Orochimaru, "Well, you're gonna come back to the leaf with me, but first I'm blowing up this hideout of yours." Naruto places explosion tags everywhere, and grabs Orochimaru and the first and second Hokage's bodies in a scroll, and jumps out the lair, blowing it up. Then Naruto summons his condor again, and jumps on it. It takes a while for them to arrive back at the hidden leaf, but once Naruto does, he heads to the Hokage's office immediately. Once Naruto arrives at the Hokage's office, Naruto said, "Lord Third, I have the traitor, and it's someone you didn't expect." Then Hiruzen looked around and said, "Orochimaru, you're going to prison for your actions." Then Naruto said, "Orochimaru will die within 3 years without changing his body." Then Naruto was about to leave the room, but Orochimaru said, "I'll stay in the leaf if you help me." Then Naruto said, "Well, I can get you a new body, and if you promise to stay in the leaf and help us with all of our endeavours and not interfere, and not cause the leaf any harm, I'll help you create a new body." Then Naruto said, "Alright, I'm leaving. Lord Third, please deal with this monster." Naruto walks out of the door. After Naruto leaves, Hiruzen said, "Orochimaru, I am willing to pardon your actions for you to rejoin the leaf, but you'll be in prison for 3 years. However, Naruto will help you create a body that you can switch into. If you agree to these terms, I will let you rejoin the leaf." Orochimaru thinks to himself but agrees to this, knowing he'll die without the body. Then Orochimaru said, "How is that boy so strong?" Then Hiruzen said, "Well, I won't tell you everything, but let's just say he's one of the last Uzumakis, and he awakened the kekki genkai very young, and since then he got training for 1 year from top Jonin. Then after that, at the age of 7, he was my personal guard until now." Then Orochimaru looked shocked, thinking, how can someone that young be a personal guard? On the way to the prison, Hiruzen told Orochimaru a lot of other things about Naruto, and once they arrived, Orochimaru had seemingly had a change of heart. Then Hiruzen said, "Alright, you'll be in here for 3 years." Then Hiruzen leaves. The next day, Naruto is called to the Hokage's office. When Naruto arrives, Naruto knocks on the door and Hiruzen said, "Come in." So Naruto walked through the door. Then Hiruzen said, "Here's your pay for the mission last night. And also, your team has a new mission. It's a C-rank mission. It's to escort Tarzan, the famous bridge builder, back to the land of waves." Then Naruto said, "Alright, of course, Lord Third." Then Hiruzen said, "There is also another reason why I called you. I want you to choose your replacement for the Hokage's guard." Then Naruto said, "Well, it's a simple choice. Itachi Uchiha." Then Hiruzen said, "What are your reasons?" Then Naruto said, "I have 3 reasons. First, he's an Abu captain. Second, his loyalty to the leaf. And third, his ability with his eyes are absolutely incredible." Then Naruto said, "So these are my reasons. I believe Itachi would be a brilliant Hokage guard." Then Naruto said, "I'll be on my way then, Lord Third." Then Hiruzen said, "Well done, Naruto. There's something I wanted to tell you for a while. Since you were 6, and you've done a lot of missions for us, and you've been my personal guard, I've seen you like a grandson." Then Naruto started to shed a tear. Then Hiruzen said, "Naruto, once you're done with the next mission, I want you to make sure your team is ready for the tuning exams. Also, after these tuning exams, I will be choosing a replacement for the Hokage, because I am retiring, because I want to spend some time with my family. And that includes you, Naruto." Naruto sheds another tear and says, "Of course, Lord Third. Who are you thinking about your replacement?" And Hiruzen said, "Well, there's Jiraiya and there's also Tsunade. But if I chose Tsunade, you would have to find her." Then Naruto said, "Alright, Lord Third. I'll accept that mission once the tuning exams are over." Then Naruto said, "Alright, goodbye, Lord Third." Later that day, Naruto and his team arrive at the training ground, and Naruto said, we have a C-rank mission to escort a bridge builder known as Tarsana back to the land of waves." Then Naruto said, "Everyone, follow me to the Hokage Tower." When they arrive at the Hokage Tower, Naruto said, "I don't believe we'll have to kill anyone on this mission, but bring all your gear in this time. Then Naruto said, "Alright, follow me." They all arrive at the mission room. Then Hiruzen said, "Welcome." Then, "Welcome, Naruto." Then Hiruzen said, "Alright, Tazuna, you can come in now." Then Tazuna tried to make fun of Naruto's team, but then Tazuna said, who's the white-eyed girl? She looks like a demon. After hearing this, Naruto had his blade against Tazuna's neck, and Naruto said, this is your lucky day, Tazuna. If Lord Third hadn't been here, your head would be on the ground. And if you try this shit again, your head will be on the ground. Don't ever try and make fun of any of my precious students. This makes Tazuna practically piss himself. Then Hiruzen said, Naruto, that's enough. Then Tazuna said, wait. Naruto Uzumaki. Oh no. He's an S-rank ninja in the bingo book. Oh god. And he's my god. Then Hiruzen said, well, Naruto is our most skilled jonin in the village. Don't underestimate him because of his age. He can kill any of us in an instant, including myself. After all, he is the one. Well, Naruto, should I tell him? Then Naruto said, about the grass? Go ahead. Then Hiruzen said, well, in less than 10 minutes, Naruto had massacred the village hidden in the grass. Everyone on his team looked at Naruto. Then Naruto said, that was personal business. It wasn't anything to do with the leaf. I just had some stress I needed to get rid of. And Tazuna said, alright, I accept this. I accept these as my guards without any hesitation. Then Naruto said, Tazuna, please, can I have a word with you? I'm not going to kill you. Then Tazuna said, okay. But before this, Naruto said, alright team, meet at the west gate in 20 minutes. And bring all your gear. When everyone leaves, Naruto says, Tazuna, I shouldn't have done what I did to you back then. But you insulted one of my precious teammates. You should know better. But please tell. I don't want Lord Third to know. Is there anyone going to try and kill you? Because I know Gato does not want that bridge to be built. Then Tazuna said, well, I'm pretty sure he's hired some thugs, or maybe some rogue ninja to kill me. Then Naruto said, oh, this is going to be fun. It's been a while since I've had a good killing. Then Naruto cracks his neck. On the way to the gate, Naruto said, Tazuna, we're going to be flying to the land of waves, so just be careful. Once they arrive at the gate, Naruto does the summoning jutsu to summon the Hawk King. Then Naruto says, alright, everyone get on. 2 hours into the flight, a massive blade is thrown at everyone. Then Naruto said, that's Kiribocho. Sasuke, Hinata, you're with me. Everyone else, keep with Tazuna and head to Tazuna's house. We'll be there later today. Then Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata jump off. On the way down, Naruto kicks the Kiribocho into the ground and picks it up. Then Naruto said, this is going to be mine now. And Naruto seals the Kiribocho into the scroll. Then Naruto says, Zabuza Momochi, you might want to bring out your guest. Then Zabuza said, you're Naruto. You're the chain demon. Then Naruto said, oh, I'm glad you heard of me, demon of the mist. Then Naruto grabs his Tanto and rushes at Zabuza, decapitating him instantly. Then 500 ice senbons are thrown at Naruto. Then Naruto jumps back and does the Phoenix Flower Jutsu. This is a lot stronger than a normal Phoenix Flower Jutsu. This burns all of the senbon. Then a masked figure walks out and said, you've killed Master Zabuza. Then Naruto said, Hinata, Sasuke, you deal with this one. I would say they're tuning rank. Have fun. Then Sasuke rushes up to the masked man and quickly grabs his knife and then chops off his mask. Then Naruto says, oh, you're a girl. Then the unmasked woman said, my name is Haku. Die now. You've killed my master, so you're gonna die. Then Hinata jumps up and uses the 8 trigrams, 124 palms. This knocks out the masked woman instantly. Then Naruto said, oh, this is a Yuki clan member. Well, they're practically extinct, so, and they want to kill us. Sasuke, Hinata, what do you want to do with them? Then Sasuke said, we might as well kill her, considering when she wakes up she'll try and kill us. Then Naruto quickly grabs his knife and shoves it through the masked woman's head. Then Naruto seals both the bodies up and then said, alright you guys, I'm going to split the bounty between for the bounty of Zabuza between all of us. Should be about 1 million Ryo each. Then Sasuke said, thank you, Master. Naruto said, Master? Why did you call me that? Then Sasuke said, well, you've taught me so much, I think I should be calling you Master. Then Naruto said, yeah, don't do that. Just call me Naruto, we're the same age. Then Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata rush to Tasuna's house, and once they arrive, Naruto sees everyone just landing on the Hawk from the Hawk King. Then Naruto says, "Oh, you guys took longer than I expected to get here." So, Zabuza is dead, and his teammate. Alright, this is where I'm going to end off part 3 of What If Naruto Had Access to His Clan's Kekki Genkai. Hope you guys enjoyed.